Run that back, Turbo.
I connected all the dots. Put that foreign out the lot. Move the family to the docks. Put some diamonds in my watch. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like
Standing 6'8", number 12, Grant Williams. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11, and center. At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 36, Marcus Smart. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jason Taylor. The other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 8, Kemba Walker.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the NBA changed the lottery odds in 2019 to encourage competition among its conference's least successful teams. But some want even more to be done. They call for eliminating the draft altogether.
Great, DA, thanks. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Suns. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're right where they want to be. They're already competing for the top spot. It's going to be a season-long battle, which is exactly what we all anticipate.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the center position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guard. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Tatum in at the small forward position. Interconference rivalry here, Doris. This one should be good.
Well, the beauty of this is there's a little bit of a long-distance relationship where there's certainly respect. But I wouldn't say there's much love lost here. Should be a physical game, should be emotional game. A little bit of nastiness, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Well said, Doris.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Thompson from long range. Rebounded by Smart. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. 4-point game. Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And Kanter throws it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. Curry wide open.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Cauley-Stein passes to Curry. Sinks the three-pointer.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Denver.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now Russell, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer, hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 6.
Well, Curry's favorite shot and the one most fans pay money to see. Go ahead from deep, Steph.
Pass to Walker, 20 feet out. Warriors with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Thompson from long range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run. And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Cantor's shot is off. And here's Golden State. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. On the wing, Thompson. And another three for Golden State.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Walker finds Williams. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. And it's Brown in for Smart. Golden State also making some changes. Looney's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Robinson comes in for Klay Thompson. And Alec Burks subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. From deep. Robinson misses. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. It's Brown on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
And it goes down 2 points. 1:57 left to play in the first. Passes it to Williams. To the middle. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his second basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions, because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
And it's Brown missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
1:16 left in the first. Curry kicks to Robinson. Here's Looney. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Walker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Green. Deep 2 from Robinson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
They double team Walker. Left side Williams. Looking for Tice. He gets it there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Burks dishes to Robinson. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for the Warriors. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Curry. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Walker. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Poirier. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Alec Burks is out there with Russell. Then it's Robinson, and it's Looney in at the center. McKinney, no good. Celtics trail by 6.
In the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
Walker the pass to Tice. Knocked away. Here's the pass to Poirier. Down low. Burks covering. Here's Tice. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tice has got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for Robinson.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Walker the pass to Poirier. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Walker. On the wing, Brown. Wide open. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his 3-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
McKinney, no good. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Smart. The kick out to Williams. Here's Cantor. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smart wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
It's good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. They trail by 14. This is to Tatum. Brown feeling it out a bit. To stop the run. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Looney. He's guarded by Williams. On the wing, Thompson. The 3. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 9 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Poked loose. Here's McKinney, and it's good. 2 points. He has 7.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Smart finds Tatum. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter.
There is a deceptive quickness with Jason Tatum. When he's attacking the basket, it puts the defense in a compromising position.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Steps right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. 4 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Brown. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Curry. Green against Brown. On its way from Curry for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry against Smart. Curry brings the double. Nobody near Williams. Boston again missing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Green kicks to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brown against Thompson. Here's Smart. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Williams, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Back to Smart. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And checking out some numbers for Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option. And understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
On the wing, Green. Cauley-Stein kicks to Russell. Thompson from long range. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Russell against Tatum. Smart goes in and slam dunk by Smart.
Goodness gracious, if you give Marcus Smart a lane to the hoop, you can turn the lights out. This guy is such a vicious dunker.
Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum. And Doris, the depth of talent for the Celtics. In the end, it was their undoing.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected with that amount of talent proves something the Celtics were incapable of doing. It draws more attention to the Warriors' sustained success. Their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
Burks with it. Now guarded by Smart. Alec Burks, and that's good. Burks has got his second bucket of the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Hayward passes to Smart. Back to Hayward. To the wing on the left. Tice kicks to Hayward. Over Thompson. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Boy, that's getting it done in the face of excellent defense. How dangerous is Gordon Hayward becoming as a jump shooter?
Golden State moving the ball around. Cauley-Stein against Cantor. Now the pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Walker with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's 6 points for Kemba Walker.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Green, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Smart finds Tice. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Tice with the ball. Working on Green. Tice, no good. Outside Curry. Pass to Burks. This one for three. Curry's shot is off.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, the New York Knicks come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Robinson for three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Tice. Great D that time from Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Burks on the wing, defended by Hayward. Good. Burks has got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Walker the pass to Poirier. Back to Walker. For 3, Hayward. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Curry finds Robinson. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound, Boston. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Smart. Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Walker against Curry. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. And it's Walker penetrating. Curry with some nice D.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Green. Robinson is out there with Evans, and it's Spellman in a power forward. Langford with it. He's against Evans. here's Langford. Evans with some nice D.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Kept alive. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Robinson. Ogilvy, that's good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Outside Robinson. Outside Green. Over Williams. And it's Green missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both Summer League and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Pascal. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now, here's Langford. He's tightly guarded, and it's blocked.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's McKinney, and another basket for Golden State. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Langford. And Pascal pulls it down.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And it's Evans missing. Celtic shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Wanamaker. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Golden State's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Pascal. And another 3 for Golden State.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And the basket by Langford.
Not lacking any confidence down there. Just give Langford the ball and let him do his thing.
Poole the pass to McKinney. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now here's Williams. D right on him. Pass to Wanamaker. Now here's Langford. Passes it to Williams. That one misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you play tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Saw on your table for your unrequited